Thank you, Morgan. As a student at the College of Worcester, you have three options for your on-campus dining. Your first option is you can go to the C-store and pick something up, or you can go to Mom's. But if you're anything like me, you ran out of Flexbucks halfway through the semester. So this leaves you with the option of eating at Lowry, which means you'll have to face the dinner rush. I'm sure you have all experienced the hassle of eating at Lowry at dinner time. From 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. weeknights, Lowry is packed on both the long table sides and the round table sides. Dinner at Lowry has become overwhelming due to the fact that it cannot seem to accommodate our school's growing student population. With this being said, Worcester needs to come up with a solution to address the problem of crowds at Lowry. First, we will look at this issue, and next I will talk about how the school can solve this problem. Third, we will see what the solution is and how College of Worcester students will benefit. And then finally, I will tell you how you can help improve your campus dining experiences. With a larger than normal freshman and sophomore class, campus seems to be a little more cramped than it used to. This is especially evident during meal times, when we all are packed into the Lowry and it becomes claustrophobic. According to the head of campus dining services, Chuck Wagers, who I interviewed in person on November 17, 2011, on average, Lowry receives 1,350 students each weeknight. Let me explain how this is a problem. First of all, as I'm sure you all know, finding a spot to eat can be a problem, especially if you are in a group of more than 5 people. In an interview with sophomore Erin Bruning on November 14th, she told me that organizing pledge class dinners has been an issue for her this year. Erin said, and I quote, "PC dinner has been so hard for me to organize this year. It is hard because we either have to go at 5 o'clock or at 7:30, and no one seems to be hungry at this time, but that's what we have to do in order to fight the crowds. It is hard to go to dinner whenever you please, which is an issue because sometimes we're busy students and we can't always fit it in whenever we'd like. Also, both students and workers seem to be overwhelmed by the fact that Lowry is crowded. Just getting food can be like maneuvering through an obstacle course, with lines and groups of people everywhere. People are bumping into each other and even spilling food. Also, Lowry workers can be overheard to complain about how they simply do not have enough room to accommodate for all the students. Also, it is harder to find healthy food It is harder to find healthy food when we have to wait in line for the good options. Options such as the deli and the grill and stir fry are the longest lines and you can be in line up to 10 minutes. This leaves students to go grab the unhealthy options such as pizza or pasta. So how serious is this issue? Well, the college could potentially claim that it is merely a problem of inconvenience, which to some people could be a reason enough. This issue goes beyond mere inconvenience. First of all, for many of us, we have busy schedules even though we might be done with class. According to the Student Activities and Organizations page found on the College of Worcester website as accessed on November 15th, there are over 120 student organizations on campus. These, and along with other sporting groups and study clubs, mean that on weeknights people are busy even though they might not have class. Because the lines are also very long, students, as I said before, will go for the unhealthy options. For health-conscious people, this is an issue because either you can grab a piece of pizza or you can wait in line for half an hour to get a stir fry, an omelet, or a sandwich. Another issue is that when prospective students come to our school, especially those who are staying overnight, they will see how chaotic and unorganized dinner is. According to research by Technomic Incorporation, as stated on an August 5th article on schools.com, 44% of prospective students say that dining is a major factor in the choice of school that they will enroll in. So why should you care? For all of us, we know that school and studying can be stressful enough, and really, something as simple as going to dinner shouldn't be stressful. Also, if we're busy or not, no one really wants to spend so much time in Lowry, doing unnecessary tasks such as waiting in line. Another issue is that when students come and see Lowry unorganized, it gives us a bad impression. We should take pride in our school, but that's hard to do when prospective students and their families are coming to Lowry and are overwhelmed. So what can be done? I propose that the College of Worcester should open Kittredge on weeknights in order to help alleviate some of the crowds. First, I propose that the College of Worcester should extend KIT hours, which are currently only from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. KIT could continue to serve its healthier vegetarian menu. How will this solve the problem? People looking for a calmer and more relaxed environment will have another place to go for dinner. And also, they will have healthier options from the no-fry and vegetarian options. And if students are able to go to Kittredge for dinner, this will help by reducing crowds at Lowry. How do I know this will work? Well, it already does work at lunchtime. From 11 to 1, Kittredge is often full of students who strongly support opening Kittredge for dinner. In an email interview with sophomore Julia Hall, she tells me that she enjoys eating lunch at Kittredge with her friends. She says, "I really enjoy the intimate setting of KIT and eat there Monday through Thursday. I feel relaxed to socialize with my friends." When I asked her opinion of opening Kittredge for dinner, she said she strongly supported it because it is a calmer atmosphere and it offers healthier and fresh options. You may ask how the school can afford to open Kittredge. Well, although it would be an additional expense, it is hard to put a price on the health of our students. And also, Worcester could consider doing a work-study program to help pay for some of the costs. Also, you may be asking, if Kittredge is all vegetarian and no fry, does that mean they just serve tofu and raw vegetables? This is not the case. As you can look online on their website, on their menu, you will find that they serve quesadillas to pasta and broccoli and all sorts of options that are just as diverse as the people who eat there. So let's visualize the results. Imagine being able to walk into Lowry on a weeknight and not have to worry about the time and not wait in the back of the line all the way to the mailroom and not having to squeeze at the end of a random table because you and your friends can't find an empty table. Or imagine eating at a different dining hall altogether, one that offers fresh options and an inviting atmosphere. Now that I have informed you on the issues at Lowry and the negative implications they have on students, and have proposed opening KIT Dining Hall to offer relief from the crowds of Lowry, it is time that we do something to address the issue. In order to bring change, I ask you to simply stop by KIT for lunch someday to see what it's like. The more people go for lunch, the more likely the college will be to open Kittredge for dinner. Also, if crowds in Lowry is an issue you find needs to be changed, I suggest you go talk to campus dining services. Oftentimes, people will complain to their friends that Lowry is too busy and too chaotic, but no one seems to say anything to anyone in administration. As college students, we are at the points in our lives where we need to take action for ourselves if we want to see positive change in our lives. We owe it to ourselves to fight for dining halls that don't stress us out and that aren't overwhelming, and so we have the opportunity to have healthy options available to us.
want to take questions?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. All right.
What hours do you think would be best to open kit for?
She asked what hours I think would be best to open kit for. I think like probably 5:30 to 7:30 or like 5:30 to 8 because like that's the busiest time, and I mean even 5 to 8. So yeah.
When you were doing your research on Lowry, did you find that there was, like, at what specific time, like, Lowry was most crowded?
Yeah, he asked what time in my research I found Lowry to be the most crowded. I actually, when I talked to Chuck Wagers, it's hard to get, like, specific, like, details on it, which is, like, in general because, like, people are always, like, kind of changing when they eat, so it's hard to get specific details, but like any time from 5:30 to 7:30 is when Chuck said was the busiest, like typically like 6 o'clock, so in that range.
Would you think that that having KIT serve their own, brand of food every night is an important aspect of your plan, or do you feel like it would also work if they were served the same food in KIT and in Lowry and just have it be a way to divert the crowds?
Watt was asking whether I feel like it's an important part of my plan that KIT does continue to serve their healthier options. I think it's definitely, like, for me, like, a strong selling point, but if the school was to open KIT but just serve the same food as Lowry, I still think that'd be a step in the right direction.